Hi there. So I'm recording this on 31st of May, and the markets have been brutal over the last 1 week. It was expected to consolidate around 24,000, but it actually dipped especially in the last trading hour of the day. So the markets closed at 23,547, and one of the primary reasons for this fall always in the last few months has been the fact that the FIs have been withdrawing a lot of money from the Indian markets, and the obvious question that comes in such a situation is the Indian currency really the worst performing? So I'll be first talking about that, and we have a kind of a comparison against different currencies and different stock exchanges, how the markets have been performing across the globe, and how worst is the Indian currency. I'll be showing you that and a few other specifics around which sectors are performing and which particular stocks are really in momentum. I'll be talking about how we have leveraged different resources that we provide through our courses in this particular video. So now I am on the currency sheet, and this is where you get to see on how different currencies are performing. And I've got 149 days. That's the number of days that have elapsed in this year, and we can clearly see that every currency in the world has seen volatility in the given year. Now, in case of like London, that is the British pound, it has fluctuated by 4.82%. And if we look at the min and the max within this year itself, it is still trading 2.7% above its minimum. So, but the graph clearly shows that it has been choppy the entire year. Now, similarly for the Indian markets unfortunately haven't done definitely that well, and the maximum drawdown has been 7%. That is from the min and the max, and today it is trading 5.42% above its minimum. So definitely not the best. But I look at many other currencies, like if I look at Australian dollar itself, although it has started appreciating and for most part in the given year, it has consolidated on its minimum range, but it saw a drawdown of 8.51. Now, whether these markets are deliberately trying to adjust their uh, currencies and consolidate, that is something to be further concluded. But if I look at from an investment perspective, many markets have seen a lot of volatility, and as well as if I look at it today from its minimum to where it is trading today, India is not the worst, and similarly in terms of the volatility it hasn't been the worst. Even for that matter, if I look at the Japanese yen has changed by 4.36%, uh, which may be that they want to deliberately let it devalue so that the exports become more valuable for our Japanese market. Because if we look at the history, the Japanese yen has always been maintained at a higher rate because they the trade deficits were very high. So it depends. Now, from a investment perspective, we can clearly see that the FIs are withdrawing the money and the Indian currency is not doing very well. But it's not the worst or the only one which is performing like that. So, is there opportunity in the market? Which sectors are doing well and which stocks are doing well? Let's look at it in the next part of this video. So the markets might have crashed, but in every market there are certain stocks and certain sectors which are doing well. So here is certain sectors which have shown momentum during the week, and if you are trying to take a trade bet, then definitely considering these sectors makes sense because typically momentum trading works from a short term perspective. And when you combine the investment philosophy, that is understanding how company can be evaluated from a valuations perspective, and then figure out which all companies are in momentum, and it gives you a very powerful combination. That is exactly how we have done this. What we have done is that we have brought in a set of companies which are from a valuations perspective pretty good, and then we are trying to figure out which sectors they are and which sectors are showing momentum. So anything that comes over here is partially already evaluated for valuations and fundamentals, and then it makes it over here. So what the sectors that we are talking about which have done well in the last 1 week are telecommunication, media, entertainment, and publication, power. As you can see, some of them have shown reasonable momentum. And the specific stocks, whenever you want to look at them, so let's say if I'm still interested in taking a bet in telecommunication, because to a certain extent, telecommunication has done a significant run up in the last 1 to 2 months. So if you're taking a bet, then definitely it is a bet. But you can take a call that if you want to take it. Now if you come on this sheet, all these stocks are available, and if I want to just see telecommunication stocks, I can see. Now I can also figure out on what has been the change in the given week, and if I want to just see that whether the averages, this is not moving averages but averages, the 7-day average and 20-day average, is it falling in a category that is showing some kind of a positivity. So it kind of gives me that particular context, and then from a price trend and volume perspective, how is it looking? It gives you a indication. Now you can change these numbers from 30 to 7 days, and figure out whatever context you want to actually evaluate a particular stock for. So these are the stocks which are showing momentum. You can actually filter them also just for the ones which are in momentum, which in within telecommunication. You can take another sector, like take for example media entertainment. It has been one of the beaten down sectors in this year, but now if I look at it in the last 7 days, it has started showing significant progress. And if you want to take a bet on media entertainment, then you can just say that I want to see all the stocks which are showing momentum. That means it is more, the current price is more than the 7-day average, and the 7-day average is more than 20 days average, and overall trend is positive. So that's a very simplified way of looking at it, but it works. And if you are able to spread your risk, then definitely you can make money out of it, or you can also identify such stocks which are in momentum. um, Now I can see media entertainment, which are showing significant movement. The two stocks which make to the list is Z as well as Sarigama. Like that, you can look at different sectors. Now this is also available without the Google Sheet and the hassle of going through all of this directly from our screeners over here. If I look at it, this is the website from where we offer courses. So if I go to finance and I just look at sectors, I'll be able to find them over here. Now over here, I can just say that yes, I am interested in seeing in automobile, and which companies are there which I can take a bet on, and this is based upon the same criteria. Now, over here, I am just providing a representation of what is available in the Google Sheet. And if you go through our courses, which are available over here as finance courses, you will be able to get access to these Google Sheets and customize them. The intent over here is for you to be able to map it to your aspect of it, because what we believe is that for you to be a confident investor, you should build your foundation, then make sure that you have the list of companies in which you believe, plan your portfolio, and then you create your investing system. Now this screener provides you that, and the overall understanding of the currency is also available. Like that, there are many such templates depending upon how you want to leverage the different aspects of tech. They've been covered in these courses, and based on that, you can map your own profile and then make the decisions. So explore this, and some of the things are also available without taking the course, or you can just reach out to us if you need a specific resource. We can provide that. So I'll see you in the next one, in which we will pick up certain specific aspects on how to apply technology in the domain of finance. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.